How to set up or add estimated delivery dates for your product pages on Shopify. Hey everyone and welcome, we hope you're all doing great. In this video I'll show you step by step how to do so, and it's going to be a very simple process. So let's just go ahead and get to it. So basically you want to simply, if somebody visits your store, they see the product and they also see the estimated time for delivery. Now this is going to be obviously a big boost for your store because it's going to decrease the questions about delivery time and so on. And obviously it's going to be a good thing to let people know when exactly they will receive the product, or at least, an estimate for that. So to get started, you just want to log into your Shopify admin, and then from your Shopify admin, we want to go to add apps because we are going to be required to use a third-party application, which is going to provide us with this function because Shopify itself for the time being does not offer this. So we're just going to click on Add Apps and just go to Shopify App Store. Now there's going to be a lot of different options out there, but I have a specific one that I'm going to suggest for you to use, which is also called Estimated Delivery Date. It's going to be this one right here, which is CEDD, Estimated Delivery Date. And if you open this one, it's going to actually show you, Estimated Delivery Date Plus is going to provide that for your product pages and so on. And you can read more about it and see what things that you can actually go ahead and add using this app. And it also offers a free plan to test things out for 100 products quote. But then if you want to have the holidays support, it's going to support 1 quote for that. And then you also have more features if you want to upgrade. But for the time being, let's just use the free version. It's going to be more than enough for us right now. Click on install, and this is going to set up the app for our store pretty much, and then we can just go ahead and install it and we are good to go. So here, just click on install one more time. It shouldn't really take too long here, and we can simply just exit out of these 2 pages. So once this loads in, we're just going to go ahead and go through the setup process, and from that we are going to be able to set it up completely. Now the first step is that we need to activate the app extension. In order to do so, you simply just click on the app itself, or you can actually go ahead and see it over here if it opens up automatically for you, which should happen. But if you have clicked away by accident and you don't actually see this, then in this case it's also going to be a very simple process. You just want to click on online store, go to themes, and then once this loads in, you just simply want to click on customize on your theme that you're currently running and you want to apply this app to. Once this loads in, you simply just want to go to app embeds on the bottom left, and you're going to be able to find it right away here. If you don't, you just need to actually search for it. So make sure it is turned on, and once you actually turn it on, you simply just click on save from the top right corner and then just exit out of the theme customizer. So just click on exit. And now we can safely go back to the actual app itself. So just go ahead and click on that. It's going to open up here for us, and it's going to basically enable here for us. Now you just need to click on enable, and we're simply good to go. So now we have enabled both the extension and also the actual embed itself. Now in here, we're going to have the dashboard, we have the product, we have category, we have plans and FAQs. So each is going to have its own. So I'm just going to stick to dashboard and product for the time being and discuss what you can actually go ahead and do within them. So starting with dashboard here. For the dashboard, you're going to pretty much adjust the actual widget itself. And then for the product, it's going to be, setting up proper products for that widget. So now for the widget itself, you're going to have the message within the actual widget. So if it, by default is going to be this, free shipping to country, which is going to be the customer's country, and then it's going to set up the cutoff time for the product itself and also the delivery date for the product. So it's going to be a variable that will change depending on the country and also depending on the time. Now you can feel free to completely adjust this message to make it whatever you want it to be. If you don't want it to be free shipping, you can simply delete that line and write your own. And if you want to set up different variables as well, like these over here, like things that are actually going to change for the customer or the product, you are going to be able to find them over here. And you simply just insert this part of the variable, not this. This is just a description of it. And this is going to actually make it work, and it's going to set up the actual variable. So you can again feel free to change this entire section and message for yourself, and you can preview it over here. So this is going to appear for people. Now, once this is done, you can just go in and scroll down a little bit. You'll be able to also set up a custom out of stock message if you want to. Just click on custom message and you'll be able to set it up, but I'm just going to keep it as none. You also have the ability to set up the progress bar, whether it's going to be basic or advanced. And if you click on advanced, you will need to also set it up. But I'm just going to turn this off right now. Let's just stick to the basic one. And then if you click on order here, there's the order status. You can actually see them over here. So ordered, order ready, or delivered. So these things are going to be available here and you can set them up. And the things that you can actually set up is the text itself. So here ordered, you can feel free to change that. And you can also feel free to change the icon for it. So this is going to be how it works. So now we have ordered, and then we can set the same thing up for order ready. We can change the icon, and then we can also change the display status, whether you even want to display it or not. And then you can just go ahead and give it the status title. And obviously the date, just keep it how it is unless you change this to be something else. Now delivered is going to also have the same options. So leave them as they are or feel free to change them. It's up to you. And again, you are going to be using the same variables that are available in here. And once this is set up, we can just click on save on the top right and move on to the next section within the dashboard itself, which is going to be the settings. From these settings, you're going to also be able to set up the date range settings. So you can feel free to change the working days. So from Monday to Friday is default. You can feel free to change that. And you can also set up the order delivery days range. So minimum between 10 days, maximum 20 days. So this is going to be the range. You obviously are going to be able to change this depending on what you think is going to go on really between, you have the knowledge of how many days in the day range. So you can just feel free to set it up completely on your terms. And you're also going to be able to set up more things here as well for order ready, working days, and also more things like holidays. But like we said, for the free version, you're only going to be able to set up one, I believe. And then we also have more things like the formatting options and countdown settings, like how you actually want it to be formatted. And all of these things are going to be within the settings section. So these are going to be, some of them are important, some of them are less important. So just make sure you go through them one by one. Next up, you have appearance here. So appearance is going to be obviously completely up to you how you actually want it to look like. If you want to change colors and stuff like that, it's all up to you. I'm not going to really dive deep into the appearance because at the end of the day, each person is going to have their own way of how you want it to actually look like. So all of this is going to be within the appearance tab. Now advanced and other are going to be extra settings, you could say, for more configuration. So here you can actually change the cart or checkout configuration. You can enable it or disable it and give it a proper title and description. And for the other, it's going to be custom CSS, and you can feel free to add whatever you want if you know what you're doing. So right now we are done with the dashboard section. We can click on save on the top right if we're happy with it. And then we can simply just click on product here, and we want to set up the actual products and sync them. Okay, so to edit individual products, right now, as we see in front of us, we have the list of all the different products that we have. I only have the one. And it's going to basically apply all these settings that we had from the dashboard. It's going to be pretty much the main settings for all products. But sometimes you're going to have some exceptions. Some products are going to be a little bit different and so on. So in this case, what you want to do, aside from these settings that we just discussed in the dashboard, which is this one, where you can set up the date ranges, and all these things, simply go to products and then select the product that has the exception and then click on edit. Once you click on edit, you're going to be able to, first of all, change the message if you want to, but most importantly, we can go to settings, and in here, you're going to find a duplicate of the settings that we found within the dashboard, but this time it's going to be only for this individual product. So by default, we set up the minimum days to be 10 and maximum days to be 16. Let's say for this product, it's a little bit different, so I'm just going to do make this to be up to 20 days, which is going to be the maximum. And not only that, you're going to also be able to set up the rest of the calculation dates and ranges. Click on save, and now it's only applied to this product. Again, the rest of the products are going to have what the main dashboard settings has, which is not going to change. It's going to remain 16. So hopefully that made sense. And now we are pretty much set. If you want to sync all products to be the same, you can just click on that and it's going to pretty much just do that for you. It's going to set them up accordingly, if they have not been already edited or adjusted. Categories is just different types of ways that you can actually go ahead and organize things using. But I'm just going to go ahead and show you that this is actually going to be working. So I'm just going to go to online store now, and from online store we're just going to go ahead and open up our product page, which is red. And you can actually go ahead and see the country is going to change, so it is going to be the same country as the actual customer or the person visiting your site. It's also going to show you the order status and when you're actually going to be able to receive your package, which is going to be from 10 to 20 days, because we set up the red one to be that way. And yeah, this is pretty much what you can do in order to showcase the date or estimated date delivery time for your products on Shopify. Hopefully you found this video to be informative and helpful, and thanks for watching.